Hello, welcome to Proud Veteran Outreach, our weekly series of reaching out to military veterans to provide them support. My name is Jim Jurowitz. I am a Vietnam-era Army veteran, and we are bringing you this show on behalf of Vet Centers of Minnesota, which are located in Brooklyn Park, St. Paul, and Duluth. And what our purpose and mission is to reach out to the isolated or lost military vet so that we can lend them support and help. The purpose of asking you as a civilian to be engaged is because those veterans are isolated and don't know how to reach them. And there's a high suicide rate that happens, and the veterans are committing suicide at the rate of 23 a day. The homeless rate is 25% of all homeless people are military related, and 48% of all the military vets are living in pain. So we want you as a civilian to help us identify them, refer them to either the Vet Center or any of the support helplines that are out there, and we're grateful that you're available to do that. So today we are addressing the opportunity for a military vet to start his own business. When a military vet returns to civilian life, he is equipped with a lot of work skills, but his or her temperament may be that they're shy and not willing to go out and reach out and find a job. And we are encouraging that they should start their own businesses. And therefore, entrepreneurship is something that we are addressing today. So we're going to teach you or introduce you to the idea of how a veteran can start their own business. So with that, we have as our guest host Sarah Swenty, who's the Public Affairs Specialist at the United States Small Business Administration. And Sarah, thank you very much for joining us. And Sarah is a Army military vet herself.
Yep.
And so if you would you please introduce yourself and the SBA?
Sure. So my name is Sarah Swenty, as you said. The SBA, the U.S. Small Business Administration, is a federal agency. We work to help entrepreneurs and small business owners start, grow, expand, and recover a small business. So we're here to help you, and we have a lot of resources most people don't know about, so I'm excited to tell about that today.
So SBA Loans is not your primary business, right? Or is it?
It is, actually. So the SBA is well known for the SBA loan program, but what that is, Jim, is it's a loan guarantee program. So a lot of veterans are used to the idea of a VA loan, right? The VA loan is not the VA lending money directly. It's going through a mortgage broker and guaranteeing, basically insuring the loan. So that's what the SBA does for small business. We insure the small business loan, and that allows bankers to be a little bit less strict about their loan policy for particularly startups or small businesses that don't have a lot of capital.
And does the loan always come from a bank, or is there another source besides a bank?
So mostly it comes from banks. There is a microloan program that goes through community lending partners. Those community lending partners are folks like Women Venture here in town, the Neighborhood Development Center. Basically, they're organizations who are nonprofits generally and have a mission, right? They're a community-based organization. We lend them money, they lend money out to then the small business.
And how does a person, because SBA is also available to non-veterans, but how does
Absolutely.
a person get in touch with the SBA?
Best way is our website, www.sba.gov. And then in Minnesota, we'd love for you to go to our website, which is just sba.gov // is it / / Minnesota. So you'll see it on the screen.
Very good. All right, so let's talk specifically about the veteran programs
Sure.
because there are a lot of veterans that have no idea who the SBA is, and then that
Right.
there's specifically designated programs available for them. So what does the SBA call their military vet program?
So we have a couple of options. If you're getting started in business and you don't know where to go, what resources are available, you can start with our Boots to Business Reboot program. This is a program that was developed, actually it started as just Boots to Business, and it was given and is given to military folks who are getting ready to leave the service. At military installations around the country. But then they decided, hey, we have a lot of veterans who need this help. So they added the reboot part. We do this around the state and can really help business owners connect to those resources, figure out what kind of things you need for financing, that kind of thing. It's free.
Great. And how long is the process?
So the reboot process, the reboot class is a one-day class, but then you're once you take that class, you're eligible to do the, it's called I'm sorry, I don't remember. It's an
That's all right.
extended program.
Okay.
So there's an additional online training course that you can take then that you qualify for.
And then I asked you this question off camera, but I'm going to ask it on camera. And
Okay.
that is, so some vets have already started businesses and
Sure.
have up and running businesses, but the vets that we want to encourage are the ones who have not started a business. So
Right.
is there a difference in addressing how that person gets started in business and seeks the help of SBA?
So there's different, we have many different partners who can help a veteran or a non-veteran, a veteran spouse on this path. The best one to probably reach out to is SCORE.
Okay. And
SCORE
scores-
Mentors.
SCORE
.org.
means Service Corps of Retired Executives.
That's what it used to mean.
Okay.
Nowadays, most of the SCORE volunteers actually are still working.
Okay.
Many of them are either own their own small business or have had a small business in the past, or are part of, maybe they work for Cargill.
Sure.
And they've got an expertise and they're ready to give back. So a vet who is interested in starting a small business can reach out to SCORE, get a free mentor that you can then have that person help you through all kinds of issues with your business. From I want to start a small business and I don't know what, to I've got a business and I'm ready to really grow that business.
Okay, and so I'm a veteran-owned business, and so what kind of funding can I seek or ask for? How does the loan process, what's available?
So if you're
Tough question.
It's not a tough question, but it always depends, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is your business? Do you have collateral? What do you need the money for?
Sure.
But a SCORE mentor can really help you figure out some of those questions as well. We also have great resources on our website that can help a small business owner navigate what to ask for.
Okay, and so now that I have my business started up
Yep.
as a veteran, you also offer contract services, I understand.
Yeah, so government contracting is a really good way to grow your business. The federal government is the biggest buyer on the planet of goods and services, and anything you can think of, basically the government buys. So it's within your best interest to look at that as an opportunity. Even if you haven't started a business yet, what does the government buy that I could sell or that I could do for them? Great opportunity.
Good, and we have a little industry in Minnesota called Trust Vets. So this is a network of veteran-owned businesses. And I identify that because you as civilians, again, can call Trust Vets or go to the Trust Vets website at trustvets.com and reward the veteran for their services by buying their goods and services.
Yeah, that's great.
And so there's probably 400 vet-owned companies that are on there. However, those Trust Vet businesses are not taking advantage of the opportunity that the SBA offers? How can we encourage them to do more of that, or what is your outreach there?
Well, Jim, I think the big thing is people just don't know what's available. You know, they're in business for themselves. They think that they have to do it all on their own. They don't know about the resources that are available to them. And there are a lot of resources. So I would say first go to our website, sba.gov/Minnesota, and see what's available. Reach out to our office. Tell us what stage of business you're in, whether you're a startup or you're a $1 million, $2 million company, and what challenges you have. Because regardless of what challenges you have, we can probably help you.
So TrustVets does have an opportunity for real estate purchases, and yesterday we had a show on with about VA loans and a real estate agent who's a vet. And there's listings. The housing listings are on the TrustVets website for any military vet real estate agent. So there's a way
great.
of seeing listings and saving time. And that in turn suggests to me that somebody that needs services for selling a house, like an electrician or a plumber or a carpenter, that may also be a TrustVet. You can find those sources on TrustVets. And I bring that up because that carpenter or that plumber or that electrician probably doesn't know that there's help available from the SBA and SCORE both.
Yep, and SCORE. And then there's another great resource called the Small Business Development Center. Small business development centers are there basically for the business that's already in business. SCORE can help the business that's already in business as well, but Small Business Development Center can help you with free-to-you business consulting. So if you're a business owner, you're a plumber, and you're having trouble, you need a new marketing plan, you have no idea where to start, the SBDC can help you guys get started with that. They can also help you with, you need that loan, you don't know where to start. They can help you put together that loan package. All of that free to you, but paid for by your taxes. So please take advantage of it.
All right, so you said small business development centers, and then previously off camera you mentioned neighborhood development organizations. Is that one and the same?
Well, no, it's not actually. So Neighborhood Development Center is a micro-lender here in town.
Okay.
Along with, we have 8 of them in the state that can provide a business owner with up to $50,000 worth of SBA microloan funds. So a lot of banks won't touch the smaller loans, right? You have to put that on a credit card, which has a really high interest rate. So working with someone like the Neighborhood Development Center could help.
So what is a microlender if it isn't a bank?
Yeah, so a microlender is a community-based organization that the SBA provides funding to. They then take that funding and help small business owners. In addition to the loans that we lend, the microlender, they also receive grant funding to help provide business counseling.
Okay, and employees, you mentioned that if a veteran-owned business has employees or an organization and they're on active duty or reservists, they get called up.
Right.
Does their business shut down, or what happens?
So we have a program called the Military Reservist Economic Injury Disaster Loan. So if a veteran, and not necessarily a business owner, but a key employee of a small business or the business owner gets called on to active duty, that business can receive a loan, low interest rate loan, to help them just get through that time until that reservist is now back off active duty and back in the business.
So again, Mr. and Mrs. Civilian out there, if you own a business and you're doing your duty to hire military veterans and they are in key positions with your company, you are protected by this program that Sarah just identified. So it's very important and valuable and appreciative
Yes.
for you to hire veterans, and when a veteran doesn't particularly want to run their own business, but has a lot to offer and contribute. So
Yep.
yeah, that is
Great
a
program.
fabulous program. So let's go back to the boots on the ground program. So you said it's a
Sure.
one-day program, or how does and where is it, and how often does it happen, and how do we engage there?
Yeah, so Boots to Business Reboot is a one-day program that can help small business owners or entrepreneurs, people who are just getting started, figure out what resources are available. And then once you take that one-day program, there is online courses that are available to help you with further skills. There are 4 around the state before this fall. We've got St. Paul, Marshall, Bemidji, and Duluth coming up.
And does the SBA do any trade shows like small business expos or things like that?
We do actually.
Because the opportunity is not just military veterans here, so we want the civilians to be able to learn about SBA.
The SBA attends resource fairs, small business resource fairs around the state. And so a good opportunity, actually, going back to government contracting that's coming up, is the SBA Procurement Fair. SBA sounds...
it's very sad.
It sounds very sad, but it stands for Small and Disadvantaged Business Opportunity Council. And this is a group of state and local agencies that work together to help ensure that people from all kinds of disadvantaged backgrounds, including disabled veterans, can access government contracting. It's a free one-day workshop, for example. We do it every year. Over 1,000 people attend. Some of the biggest businesses in the state and our federal government agencies are there. They're the buyers. So you actually get to go up to them and say, this is what my business does. I want to sell to you. Who do I talk to? It's hard to find those people.
Yeah,
so we bring them to the table.
So what is a SADBOX?
What's
the acronym?
SADBOX stands for Small and Disadvantaged Business Opportunity Council. Yes.
Cool. The SBA is loaded with opportunities, and as you said, most people don't even know what SBA does or means.
No, it's true. You know, I like to tell people you might be in business by yourself, but you don't have to be on your own. Well, we're there to help.
Okay, so now we're reaching out to schools with our public access television here.
Okay.
And so we want schools to be able to evangelize what SBA does. Do you ever have any programs? Because younger and younger people are starting business. There's high school kids that are starting businesses.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you have any outreach to schools, or how can a school invite you to participate with them?
We are available. There are 13 of us in the state who will go out and do programs. If somebody wanted us to come in and talk to their group of students about starting a business, what opportunities are available. We do a lot of that to college students. So we're helping college students a lot.
Really? Mm-hmm. College students, so...
Well, there's a lot of business programs available in colleges. So there's a lot of professors who are around, and they're interested in helping small businesses, are helping students get their small businesses going. So we help them a lot.
College campuses are starting to get very competitive in technology and things like esports. So what is your college campus outreach like? How would I find you if I'm an out-of-town college student and don't know about SBA? How would I find you on campus?
Well, we are a small team. There's only 13 of us to cover the whole state. So the best way is going to be to go to our website at www.sba.gov/MN. That's where you can find us. You can reach us by calling us on the phone. We are human people. We answer the phone. It's not a recording. So you can get to a person and we can help you navigate.
All right. And small business or women-owned businesses are considered minority businesses. So how can any woman-owned business is considered a minority business? What is the advantage that a woman has dealing with the SBA as a minority business owner? Can you?
So women-owned businesses have some of the same benefits as a minority-owned business in that there are some additional program opportunities. We have women business centers such as Women Venture in the Twin Cities, and then the Entrepreneur Fund in Little Falls and Duluth. Those organizations are funded by the SBA and can help a women business owner or entrepreneur really get started and grow their business with a lot of resources available.
And women business owners, what did you call it?
Women business centers.
Women business centers. So the one in how many are in the Twin Cities?
Just the one.
Okay.
Women Venture is the one in the
only
Twin
one.
Cities.
Okay.
It's not the only women's business organization working in the Twin Cities. It's just the one that the SBA funds.
That the SBA funds. So again, I asked you this question because Women's Business Ventures has programs that are fee-based, but you said that SBA offers scholarships to them. How does that program work?
So Women Venture does have a fee-based program. They are a nonprofit. They have to be able to pay their consultants, but the SBA programs that they run don't have a fee for them. And also Women Venture themselves has a good scholarship program. So for example, if the program costs several $100s and your income doesn't meet those requirements, you can get that program for significantly less, if anything costs at all.
Okay, so we're on the threshold of Easter and Earth Day this month of April, and interesting things happening. When is the next opportunity, let's say, for someone to discover or interface with SCORE or SBA? I know in the past myself, I would go to the business section of the newspaper and there would be a calendar of when you're at the public libraries and things like that.
Right.
So that was an excellent resource. How, what is the next opportunities for someone to interact with?
Well, we are still in the paper. You can go to the business section and find some of that information, but our website is still the best option for that. Our events calendar is right on that first page when you get there. But then also we're going to be at the Sadbach Procurement Fair on April 18th. That's going to be in Brooklyn Park. And we have at libraries around the state, or around the metro area in particular, will be around.
So Brooklyn Park on April 18th, where is it located?
The Earl Brown.
Oh, it's going to be at the Earl Brown Center.
Yep, and it's there every year. This is actually our 20th anniversary this year.
So how many vendors do you think would be there?
We expect to have 71 tables with vendors and organizations like ourselves, SCORE, the Small Business Development Center. So you'll have an opportunity to talk not only to prime contractors and federal government procurement centers, but also organizations such as the SBA that can help you.
So this is assistance how to do business with the government.
How to do business with the government. There's over 20 classes. There's also a chance where you can do a matchmaking session.
Oh, cool.
And you sign up for this ahead of time, and then you can meet directly with the buyer. You have a little appointment.
So there's 20 classes in the course of a day?
Yes.
So you really have to pick what classes you want out of the 20
Sure,
classes.
yeah,
You're not going to be able to get to all 20 of them.
You pick what's relevant to you.
Okay, great. Well, that's tremendous information. So grateful. Thank you for your military service. I appreciate
thank you for yours.
it. And please take advantage of the opportunity to participate with SBA. And again, give us your website and phone number for the SBA.
SBA.gov/MN, and our phone number is 612-370-2426.
There you go.